everybody. Welcome back to another episode of L Sports Show. I'm E. Guys, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Instagram, L_Sports Show. Twitter, L Sports Show. Facebook, L Sports Show. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, L Sports Show. What we got, man? What's on the agenda for this episode?
Man, I just think the Clippers just want to be the Lakers so bad, and they just trying to undermine the Lakers so bad. They too focused on the Lakers, and I wouldn't say it's not good for basketball because if they get a potential matchup in the playoffs, but it's really not good for like TV ratings because when the Clippers show up against other teams, it just seems like they don't want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like their whole agenda is to beat the Lakers. Yeah. And they just kind of fit in the role that all the LA natives fans say is they're being the little brothers of the Lakers.
Let me ask you this. I mean, I think the NBA is rigged to a certain degree of having ratings, right? And ratings bring in money. So big time games bring in big time money. The Clippers, and you saying the Clippers are really focused on the Lakers. What happens if the Clippers match up not against the Lakers in the first round versus another team like a Houston, who they've historically, Houston has really given them problems, and they've really had this kind of like this ongoing rivalry. Right? Do you think Houston can shock them and beat and bounce them because their focus is on the Lakers?
Absolutely, because it's not like the Clippers got bigs. You know, like we just talked about in our last segment, the Houston Rockets small ball lineup is lethal. Yeah. I mean, and it's not like the Clippers got somebody they could throw in there and stop it. I mean, because at that point you making injury-prone Paul George and Kawhi Leonard get pushed to the limits. One tweak and that's it. Yeah. If they miss a game, if Kawhi Leonard misses a game, the Houston Rockets definitely win that game.
I think another team the Clippers really got to watch out for seedings wise, because if they slip up and they're 4 or 5 seed, is the Utah Jazz. Yeah, I think Utah Jazz can really kind of push them to a 70-game series, and I don't know if the Clippers really want to be in a bunch of 7-game series before they get to that Western Conference Finals.
And it just goes back to the point of load management. You'll be load managing to be devastated and really tired in the playoffs before you even get to the Lakers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You missing key games. Like, you literally, I think it was, who did they play? They played a really big team on national TV.
The Celtics the other night. I mean, they played them the other night, but then they lost to the Celtics in double overtime.
Yeah, but they were playing. Paul George just got hurt again.
Yeah, but Kawhi scored 4 points in the fourth quarter and then in both overtime.
Yeah, he's not
didn't
focused.
show up.
He's not focused on anybody but the Lakers. They want to stick it to the Lakers. They hired LeBron's old coach as an assistant to mess with LeBron. Yeah, they just won. They too focused on the Lakers, and I think that's gonna come back to bite them in the butt. I think that they're going to find themselves in, like you said, in a bunch of 7-game series before they even make it to the Lakers. Yeah. I think they'll get to the Lakers eventually. But I just think by the time they get to the Lakers, you know, Brian, they're going to win 4-1, and they're going to win 4-2 in the next one. And they're going to have to play 2 7-game series.
Man, public service announcement for the Lakers fans. Can y'all chill out? Like, honestly, can y'all chill out? Because y'all want to win every regular season game.
Ain't that the goal?
No, the goal is to make it to the playoffs rested and healthy. Yeah, y'all want to be 82-0. That ain't gonna happen.
Pretty much.
Like it don't make no sense.
I feel you, but at the same time, it's frustrating. It's frustrating when other analysts get on. You know how I feel about Bron James.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no whole 30-minute segment on ESPN about how LeBron James
is going to fall off a cliff.
Because of 2 games? That's annoying, bro. It get me hot and livid. Everybody that know me knows how I feel about LeBron. I've been feeling like LeBron since I was 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. And that's why I get mad when we lose games, bro.
That's hilarious, man. Your frustration is my frustration towards the Orlando Magic.
Oh, snap.
And here we go.
Oh, snap. I'm about to get some fireball right here.
For those who don't know, I'm a big Magic guy. I'm very passionate through thick and through thin. I'm a big Magic guy. And it's frustrating as a fan to root for a team with no vision, with no plan. You're going into war with no plan. It's like trying to build a home with no foundation. You're just going to keep building on something. It's just going to fall down. anytime you're trying to do something big, you have to have some sort of identity and plan. We all have a job. You have a job.
Correct.
I have a job. Producer Snow has a job. And everyone looking at this has a job. And what happens if you don't do your job?
You gone.
You get fired, right? It boils the same way with professional sports. You don't do your job, you get fired. You get traded.
Yeah.
The biggest problem that I have with the Orlando Magic, and I really have to watch my mouth for so please bear with me.
Viewers, yeah.
The biggest problem I have with the Orlando Magic is Mickey Mouse Town. Everything is so go happy, go lucky. We don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Yeah.
And no one is expendable. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue I have with them is if you don't produce and you don't show up, you get booted.
Yeah,
You get traded. First things first, what's your identity? What core are you going to build around? The NBA is full of wings. We have 2 wings who have potentially of being decent wings in this league. Jonathan Isaac and Aaron Gordon. You have those guys. You found a gem in Markelle Fultz. You have a big 3. What are you going to do with it? You just talked about and it came out that you're going to trade Aaron Gordon.
For what?
What the hell are you thinking?
I don't know.
What are you thinking? What's your plan with that? You get rid of Aaron Gordon? Why? What are you getting back for him? Draft picks? For what? For what? Just to be an fighting for an 8th seed in the playoffs? That's not acceptable. There's no exception in that. That's ridiculous. And then you go on a trade deadline when you have guys that are available and you trade a 2nd round pick for James Ennis? No disrespect to James Ennis, but what the hell are we doing with that?
Yeah.
That 2nd round pick can be used for a guy we can put up in our player development system, the Lakeland Magic or something.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. James Ennis isn't going to change anything.
Not at all.
We literally traded Cottonelle toilet tissue for Charmin Ultra Soft.
Yeah.
Like, it's still gonna, you're still gonna wipe your butt.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So why do that? It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense to do that. And then the notion of the trading, and we'll go back, I'm kind of losing my thoughts of what we should have done and put it out there on blast. You put it out to the media and you see what happens. You put up the notion of trading Evan Fournier, Nikola Vucevic, and your 1st round pick. You package that together and you see what you get.
Yeah.
What's your plan? What's your identity? You're moving in a direction. It's like you're walking in the woods and you're just walking. You can get hit by anything. Yeah. You have no idea what you're doing, and it's very, very frustrating. It's very frustrating. The development staff in the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic have probably the worst development staff in the league.
Oh,
and it goes back to Mickey Mouse Town. We have a guy, and the Magic are notorious for getting guys and then trading them. And they produce for other teams. Tracy McGrady, great years in Orlando, left and went to Houston and still and was balling. Shaq, don't sign him, and we let him go.
Dwight Howard,
he wanted to leave. We let him go. Victor Oladipo, another one.
Traded him for nothing.
Literally for nothing. Domantas Sabonis, who's balling in Indiana. We had him on our roster for 2 seconds. We let him go. Elfrid Payton, when we had him and Victor Oladipo together, you have a backcourt. You stick with it and you build around that.
If you would have kept them, you would have got wings.
You find an identity and you build around that. It's so frustrating. Man, the list keeps going on and on, but I'm like drawing a blank because I'm so frustrated because the Orlando Magic don't have a freaking plan.
Yeah.
To the owner of the Orlando Magic, to the general manager, if you're looking at this video, I challenge you to come out with a video to your fans, your loyal fans in Orlando and across the world. What's your plan? What's your identity? You came back with the notion of saying that you were going to trade Aaron Gordon. Why? Aaron Gordon's had a pretty solid season. Jonathan Isaac is hurt. What's your plan? To draft a guy who had the torn ACL who can't play this season? That's interesting. What's your scouting going to be like for this year and the 1st round pick that we have? Are you scouting? Are you going to hire a new development staff to develop some guys? I don't think anyone in the Lakeland Magic has come up to the Orlando Magic and done anything. Why? What's the reason? The Miami Heat. What are they doing? What happened last year with the Miami Heat? The Miami Heat didn't make the playoffs. Their farm system's pretty damn solid though. We made the playoffs. We lost 4-1. What did the Miami Heat do? They brought in Duncan Robinson, farm system. Kendrick Nunn, farm system. Tyler Hero, you drafted him. Bam Adebayo, you drafted him. Then all you did was bring in Jimmy Butler. Nice. Andre Iguodala. Jay Crowder. And you have a solid coach. Why? Because the Miami Heat look at their players as being expendable. Why? Because they have an identity. They have a foundation. They have a culture. The Orlando Magic. Miami Heat's in Florida. Don't you think the Orlando Magic fans are so sick and tired of the BS that you guys are doing? I think I'm just gonna, take off the blue, go ahead and go wear some red and black, and be on South Beach and root for the Miami Heat. Why? Because they have an identity. They're telling their fans, we want to win. Orlando, what are you telling your fans? That you're okay with losing? That you're okay with being mediocrity? That you're okay with not having a plan and just being completely, completely just going on a limb? You're okay with that. That's what you're telling your fans. And then you want to sell season tickets. Why the hell would anyone want to buy your season tickets if you're putting on that product on the floor? Makes no sense. Think about that for a second. Money is everything, right? Okay. Don't you think winning brings in money? But you got to put a product on the floor that's going to bring in wins. And that's what you're not doing. And you're okay with mediocrity. Where does mediocrity get you in life?
Not even mediocrity.
Nowhere.
Y'all kind of at the bottom, bro.
Mediocrity gets you nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? The late, great Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, was one of the most hardworking people that the NBA had ever seen. Kobe was great. Kobe is great. Kobe still lives to this day in a lot of people's hearts. But Kobe didn't settle for mediocrity. He went out and got it. He worked his ass off and went out and got it. Orlando, take notes. Go get it. Stop being mediocrity and settling for just nothing. It's ridiculous. Simple. Do your damn job. You're getting paid for it. Do your freaking job.
Are you done? Are you done?
Hey, let's bring it in. Hey, I let my man go off on that segment, but hey, social media, everybody, we need to get this man a sit down with the Orlando front office. He's gonna DM them, and we gonna ask for how many retweets it take to get this man to have a sit down with their GM. This man passionate about his team. Orlando been trash since Dwight Howard left, and he's still been a fan. So it's not like a person like me. I've been a LeBron fan, so I'm used to winning. This man team used to losing. So it's real if he coming out talking about the Magic like this. So hey, let's get 100,000 retweets so this man can have a sit down with the Orlando.
You know what's funny? I guarantee the Orlando Magic won't do it. Why?
Because they don't want to be challenged. But at the same time, let's challenge him anyway. Because if a fan like him, imagine if a fan like him feel this way. Imagine somebody that's been a Magic fan since they've been out, how they feel. Let's reach those fans. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Hey, let's retweet this video, make it go viral so we can get this man to sit down with the GM so he can say these things to the GM and make everybody around the GM feel some type of way, because I feel some type of way right now. That's why I ain't saying nothing the whole show. You feel me? I said something I said in the beginning, but golly.
And I'm not the only fan who feels this way. There's many other fans who feel this way. And it's about having a seat at the table to express your feelings toward the organization. You're going to lose a lot of fans, Orlando. You're going to lose a lot of followers. And quite frankly, you do that, then you lose your team. Good luck.
Step up and do better. But we coming for your neck.
Thank you guys so much for your support. Follow us on all social media platforms, Sportsshow. We out.